You're listening to the You Don't Know Me Yet podcast network.
Hey y'all, this is a Daydreamers Podcast. I am Erin and my amazing co-host is Kayshana. Let's pick up where we left off last week.
So by the time this comes out, it'll probably be another time for creative combos. But I did want to talk about some of the stuff we talked about during creative combos.
He just wants you to say, hey. Oh.
Ragnar, you need some water? Okay.
Yeah, I think he just wants you to say, hey.
So, I did want to go over creative combos. That is our monthly meetup that I facilitate.
That would be the thing I did for myself.
What?
Actually go, because I had zero obligation to be there, and I actually went to a social engagement with zero obligations for actual fun.
And it was fun, and you brought so much value to it,
fun.
though.
And I was
yeah.
I did do something for actual fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy you came.
It was after I did my homework, though.
Yeah, I'm happy you came. But I am the main facilitator for that, but I am happy to announce that I do have a creative combos clique. I got me a little committee, and Kayshana is one of them. And Shakitra is too. Super excited about that. But it's a monthly meetup we do at our gallery, Sugar Gallery, 131 Art Alley, Monroe, Louisiana. And we come up, it's curated topics and discussions with art, with creativity in everyday life. And so one of the things, like the theme that I had was, what do you smell like? And I got that from Tony Evans' devotion. Tony Evans is a minister, and I actually wasn't intending on signing up to being on his email list, but I had reached out for the Faith Summit, and I ain't get no response, which is fine. My work email was then put on their newsletter for daily devotions, but I came across it, and I was reading it, and it was just like really cool. And I'm just going to paraphrase it real quick, and I'm sure I can find. I'm not going to do it now. I'll post it, but find like the passage and stuff that it came from and everything. And it was really good to like take a look at or whatever. But basically it was this story of like this man, he was in a flower shop. No, this man was in line somewhere, and the person standing in front of him smelled like flowers, smelled like roses. And he was like, oh, you smell like this, you smell really good or whatever. And he was like, oh yeah, well, I work in a flower shop or whatever. So that's basically it. Like, you smell like the places you are around, the people you are around and everything. So it's like, what do you smell like? What smells are you giving off? And I was just like, it just kind of made me think, just like, I took that as like, also as my interpretation would be like, what vibes are you giving off?
I smell like Titties and Justice.
I always do smell like, but on the cool though.
I don't know.
But no, on the like, but actually, as far as smell, the literal smell,
like,
then we'll get back.
Good,
but I always have a base of cocoa butter.
Cause black,
and some oil I got from the hair store because I went and bought some more.
Cause black, cause African American,
right? And and also cause hair store, you know. And then some sort of spray.
Black hair store.
Also, you can throw in some Johnson and Johnson baby lotion, the classic, the pink kind.
At
any given moment,
if you mix the oil with your lotion,
the
real one.
Also,
if you still use
will
that hot
find
six oil, you a real one.
Oh, see, in Zipporah smells on a regular basis a base of baby oil, but the coconut oil, the cocoa butter, baby oil.
Zipporah just smells like a child to
and
me. I don't
pink
know.
and pink oil lotion for the hair.
She smells like
it's
a
always
smile.
a basis of that.
She smells like joy
and candy.
She smells like hair bows and
lipstick and lip whatever scent a lip gloss gives at times. Like. Yeah, but it's a basis of the baby
and
oil and the pink oil hair lotion. That's the basis. What is your basis of smell? Literal smell.
Oh yeah,
you do be smelling good though.
My lotion is a nice Palmer's.
Oh, and
but
incense.
I do have.
I always have I feel like I have a twinge of incense. I'm always burning.
I have this rose shea butter that I got made by this black lady. I'm saying it like it's like you can get it at Target. It's a black owned business. It's
okay.
Black lady. She makes the shea butter. Oh, it smells so good. So it's either that Palmer's or that shea butter. And then I like Arabian oils and Arabian perfumes. So I've been more into those things lately. Either that or like a nice, I don't know. I'm not telling you on here because y'all go get it. Y'all be messing up the algorithm. And that's why stuff be sold out. But I smell good. Just know that.
You do be smelling good.
Let's talk about the base of smelling good, which we haven't.
The literal or the actual, or what I was talking
about? We haven't
Oh.
visited in a while. We haven't said this in a while.
Okay. But can we get back to the
Probably since
vibes
last
part, though, too? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, go.
Wash your ass first. We haven't said it in a while. I don't think we said this is last summer.
Tis the season for taking multiple showers in a day.
It is, because people get musty. We're people. I'm a people.
We're mammals.
I've been musty. I can say it.
We're mammals.
In adulthood.
Did I put on deodorant this morning?
Because sometimes you forget. But
I took a shower, but you gotta dry off.
I've been musty. You've been musty. We all done been musty. But what you can do, prevention. Prevention and well.
And you know what? Deodorant don't just go up under your arms.
It should.
But I'm saying there's other places.
If you're using conventional deodorant, it should be the only place. If you're using a natural deodorant, you could explore other regions as needed.
Yeah, that's okay.
But if you are using conventional deodorant, please do not put that in. You barely supposed to be using it. But please don't put it. You might have some other issues at some point.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If you do that.
Yeah.
But you got a natural deodorant, yeah. And then Lumi, their literal marketing thing is to put it in your booty hole. I mean, not your booty.
Yeah.
Well, your butt crack. Or just wherever you're supposed to.
Well, I have I'm being transparent. I said I was going to be transparent about motherhood and whatnot.
That changed the way you smell.
I have a fupa.
I was told you get musty fast when you get pregnant sometimes. Because your hormones change.
Well, I will say this. My mama told me one time. My mama told me one time. We was talking about something. And I was an adult. I know I was living in this house. And she said, I was saying something about like deodorant or whatever or something. And she was like, you did used to be musty when you was little.
She didn't tell you?
Well,
she didn't tell
you. Like my mama bought me, but it was just like, it was just like,
oh, my baby musty.
She was just like, you did.
I think we was all musty. Like that junior high. At high school, we was stressing and being athletic. Like we was always jumping for no reason. It was hot on the bus. And it was hot in general because it's Louisiana. And then we was just stressed because we was worried about dumb shit. Some little boy, some girl said this or whatever. And sometimes that teen spirit didn't cut it. Sometimes it didn't. Even if you did reapply it after PE class. So I think we was all musty sometimes.
But she said when I was little, she was just like, yeah, you did used to be musty. You were a musty little girl.
Hey, these kids is getting musty fast now. They're getting musty earlier and earlier, though.
But look, I have a fupa, and since I've had my baby, like, I've gained weight on top of, like, having baby weight or whatever. So the fupa is extended. This is a new body for me. And I was like, you know what, Erin?
You gotta take some extra measures.
And
use, what helps if you do see you're still having a problem, and take it super old school. This is the soap they use in prison for a reason. The Gold Bar Dial soap.
Ooh,
or
that smell like
Dove
my grandma's house.
Makes an antibacterial body wash. Antibacterial, because all being musty is like bacteria poop. That's all it is. So it's gonna kill the bacteria.
And everybody musty.
And it
But see, my thing was like,
you
like,
don't put anything
on.
on.
In the warmer months, I definitely was one to be powdered down. So I was getting ready to put some powder on. Then I was just like, Erin, like,
this powder.
You got this fupa now. Maybe you should use something else.
You do whatever it is that you need to do
instead of powder
for
and then like my breasts are bigger now. I've never had bigger, and then I breastfed Zipporah.
Shout out to the Big Titty Committee. Welcome.
I don't know if I still am would be considered.
You have boobs. Yeah, I say.
I have.
They're not like,
But yeah, since I've had this baby,
they're there.
The boobs have been there, and then I breastfed, so they're there, and then they're there. So I was like, maybe I need to, because before when I had them itty bitties, I would just powder
and be fine. You could do a lot of things. I never knew what that life was like. Probably since the age of 12. I don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, I would just pat a cake. And
I see y'all being free.
Look, I got titties and I still be free.
I can't.
But yeah, I was like, well, maybe the days of like pat a cake
stabilize
are over because your body has changed, mama.
Yeah, as we go through
lift
stages,
that titty up.
You got to. And get with the antibacterial.
And there's
body
nothing wrong
wash
with that.
Or that good gold
There's
bar.
nothing wrong with making sure you are fresh and clean and taking care of business.
And it take more than 5 minutes to take a shower. If you out that tub before 5 minutes is up, you didn't wash your ass. And you're still musty.
Let me ask you this. How do you feel about people that don't use washcloths?
I don't know what that is. I'm black.
That don't use washcloth?
I don't know about any. I don't know not a single person who don't use a washcloth or wash rag. I get the cheap kind.
You do know
personally.
somebody that don't use a washcloth?
I do. The concern and the genuine fear that was on my face. It was real. Why was I scared? Like, if you watch it,
They wash.
if you watch on YouTube, that was real. I was like, I do. Do I? Oh, the shame.
Is that a white thing?
I
But I mean, like, they wash.
that's great for them.
But why were you scared? Because they don't use a
Because
washcloth.
I don't know what is that? What do you?
I don't use a washcloth
You
all the
still
time.
get? Yes, you do.
No, I said all the time.
What you do?
I do, but I don't use one all
What
the
you
time.
do?
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay. I mean, like, I do.
I feel like if you just laying slick layers of soap on your skin.
But what's the I mean, I
And
use a
just-
washcloth, and sometimes I don't. Just depends on. I mean, just
You're not really clean unless you're zestfully clean.
you can
And-
use zest with your hands. Is that a white thing?
I feel like it's a cultural. I don't.
I'm just curious.
I think it is, but like.
Well, I say white
You-
thing because you know
I
how
don't
people
know.
were so like, and me were just like, bitch, y'all don't wash y'all
Your
legs.
legs.
And that was
That
a
is
white thing.
no,
That was a white thing.
People are not showering. People are not washing. This is why you need to wash your fucking hands, because people do not. They're openly admitting and saying, I don't wash my hands after I pee. I only wash it like after I like take a shit. That's not. You need to wash your fucking hands. Do you know? Okay, if you step into a bathroom, any bathroom, you need to wash your hands, because there's literal. Okay, here
So
we go.
anyway.
It's literal shit everywhere. Every time, and also
It's particles.
close your toilet when you flush to limit. But if you were to go, it is literal. It is shit on every surface. I don't care how clean you are. Yes, please clean frequently and wash your hands frequently. Even if your only reason is just because other people don't, please wash your hands frequently.
Okay, but this whole, but
I don't know
What is
nobody who
wrong?
don't use no towel. I don't know.
I mean, sometimes I don't use the towel.
And throw them damn loofah, them puff things away. They got a shelf life.
They do.
It's been 2 years and it got something brown in the middle. Throw
I'm
it
cool.
away.
Like
It
when
is
I used to buy the
alive.
puffs, I used to get the cloth kind to exfoliate my skin. I would buy them things weekly because why are we here?
I like the little I call them like the little ain't shit rags. Like they're like, but they're not.
Oh,
Like,
in the
they're
pack?
Like, it's like the plastic and it's really thin, and you can use this like wash your back. And like it doesn't. It's so thin. It's almost like the African net. It doesn't hold anything, so it can mold or anything.
Oh.
Like it doesn't hold anything, so it can have bacteria. But it exfoliates. It's like an exfoliator.
Oh, okay. I
And
use
it's
the
really,
washcloth
It's so thin you can see through
exfoliator.
it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really. I don't even know. I'll get you one next time I get another one.
Ooh, okay.
But they're cool.
Okay, I didn't mean to like scare you.
You
with
did.
that.
I was genuinely concerned. I don't know. I
But
don't
it's
know
shit.
anybody who does that. How you getting in between your toes? You ain't use no towel.
I mean, what's your
You not washing behind your ear. What you doing?
Yes,
this?
you are,
You're
yeah.
lying. You're lying. You're not doing that. No one is in the tub with no towel.
No, in the shower.
That's what I'm saying. With no towel. What are you getting? You're
You're
not
washing
getting
with-
anything.
It's just like washing your hands.
That's your body. I can understand like washing your vulva with your hand because you're not supposed to use a towel on it because they
Yeah.
carry bacteria. I understand that.
Yeah,
But
like the private areas, the down south private areas, I don't use a towel. I use
because
hands.
you're really
I
not
use
supposed to.
hands.
Y'all using towel. If you are like it got to be like a fresh towel or whatever. And I buy the ain't shit towels and throw them away. I just rebuy.
Oh, really?
Because they come in like 20 a pack, and it's it comes like 20 a pack, and they're
Yeah.
like $5 a pack.
Yeah, right.
And I just
right,
get a new
right,
towel
right.
every time. But
Oh.
you. That's lazy, ain't it?
Girl, no. I mean, no.
And ain't no point in washing them because they're gonna fall apart when you wash them. Like they get, You could probably wash them maybe 3 times.
Girl, I used to be slick throwing. Like when Larry was still my boyfriend, I thought he was my boyfriend for some years.
Plus, I wash my ass, and so I'm throwing it away.
You don't bleach?
I mean, I just throw it away.
Oh, because they're like really.
Who only got
they literally are like paper towels,
like,
but they're towels.
I'm not separating clothes. I don't have enough white clothes to have a white load.
Oh, I got you.
So like, I just throw it away.
Okay, so back to
now,
what?
And I keep baby wipes.
Oh yeah, you get the toddler wipes. You can flush the toddler wipes.
No, you're not supposed to flush anything. They say
the toddler wipes.
The internet, even the ones that are
I don't flush all of.
Not real flushable.
I don't flush all of the toddler wipes with Zipporah.
It'll fuck up your septic system.
But yeah, I know that. So I don't do all of them. But
just put in a little. You still got some little diaper bags? I know you do.
I use Walmart bags. Girl, let me tell you something. I've been stopped buying. I even had the diaper genie. But I stopped using that for multiple reasons. Because just because you put the diaper in the diaper genie does not mean it goes away forever. You can't leave it in there.
Well, you be don't forget. Because it's
I
like
ain't
out
forgot.
of sight, out of mind. Oh, it smells.
I ain't forgot nothing.
I thought it was the point.
But if you leave it in there for a week.
Oh.
So then I made a rule. I was like, no poop diapers in the diaper genie. In the genie. Let's just, if like for the diaper genie, let's just do pee diapers. Because then, like, if you only take your trash out like so many times a week, because like, or when you do it when it fills up. Just to be real, when it fills up, you empty it out. But if that's the case, and let's just say you don't empty it out for like 4 days, that's not really true because them babies,
they pee a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if that's the case, like,
it won't be so bad.
It won't be as bad or whatever. But if it's poop that's been in there for like 2 days, 3 days, it's like, what the?
You're like, I don't care what
like
the source
something is happening.
It's still shit in here.
Right? Yeah. So I made a rule. About that, and then like I'm primarily the person in Zipporah's bathroom and stuff. So like I'm the one that's in there like cleaning it all the time.
So
I'm the one
smell it.
Right. So like I'm conscious of those things. Like Larry changed when we were. Oh, let me tell y'all this. Zipporah knows how to say, "Mommy, I need to pee pee." Oh, girl, let's go.
Can you show? Where was it?
Wait, can we get through? We got the topic yet, y'all.
Yeah.
Zipporah knows how to say, "Mommy, I need to pee." Like right after that is when she was like. Y'all, potty training is...
She felt that hit that ankle. She said, oh, no, we're not doing this. I don't like
somehow or another.
I don't like this.
Zipporah took off her pull-up.
It was a decision.
She took it off. Larry was back there asleep. I was in the office working on some things on the phone with Kayshana. Zipporah comes in. I didn't know she didn't have her pull-up on because she has on a dress. I found out she didn't have her pull-up on. And I asked her, do you need to go to the bathroom? Because, like, she got up under the table. Mm-hmm. Like, she was trying to do something. But, when they go squat somewhere, they're trying to do some business. But we use the potty at this time, Like, I'll put her on the potty and she'll use it. But she wasn't at a point where she was saying, Mommy, I need to go pee-pee. But if I put her on there, she will let things happen. So... she said no, and I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at her because I'm like, you trying to get into something, or are you really?
Your body is telling me
right.
Yes.
But I'm on the phone with Kayshana, and all of a sudden, I'll let Kayshana tell you the rest.
Y'all, I'm sorry, I could not stop laughing that day. Zipporah goes under the desk.
Just tell her what you heard. Tell them what you heard.
Are you taking a shit? Are you shitting? I can't do the Erin voice. Are you taking a shit?
There's an Erin voice?
No, because when like something is disbelief, your pitch goes up.
Oh.
You're like, are you taking a shit? And I hollered. I was like, oh.
This girl.
Zipporah took an open, wild, feral shit under the desk. She just squatted and took a shit. And you know what? I enjoy Zipporah because, may we all have the freedom and the open-mindedness, that it would take to hike your dress up.
Because it was like, she didn't even hike it up. She just squatted down.
Oh.
She don't know how to hike up yet.
She didn't, okay.
She don't know how to do that yet.
She had no concerns.
She just went up under the table, lied, Because I was like, do you need to go poop? Do you need to go potty? No, I'm doing this and that and
made
this.
eye contact.
And sat there.
Because I asked you.
And she sat there and I smelled something. Then it smelled real. It smelled too fresh.
It was.
It's because when they poop and they in a diaper, it's loud, but it's a barrier.
It's muted.
It's a barrier still, even though it's loud.
This
when
was
they
open.
poop without a barrier. It was like a slow register. Like, what the fuck? What the hell? And I'm thinking, right, because I'm getting ready to be like, I know your ass didn't just shit up in my house.
Y'all remember that time?
You did.
Remember that time Erin got that wine, that fucking that damn what the fuck was that? That Moscato by mistake, and she was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is this?"
Okay.
That's how she was that day.
Oh, okay.
She was like,
okay, that's the Erin voice you're talking about. But I looked down and she's still in the process of pooping. And my baby is high yellow. She was red in the face and them eyes was watery. And I said,
she put effort. She meant it.
And it was a big poop. I said, I'm just looking at shit fall from up under her on the floor. I was like, right there by my feet.
She just,
and then, yes. And then she couldn't stop. And then she started tripping out because it wasn't a straight up stop and solid. It was some on her leg. So I'm just like, stop moving. Don't touch nothing. Don't touch nothing at all. Like, I don't understand. So I'm having to get shit off her leg, shit off her ass, shit off the floor, shit off everything that was down there on the floor. And then I'm like, Larry, where's her diaper?
She shat on a pile of things, of items. She shat on a pile of items.
With some of it,
I thought it was just floor.
No.
She said,
I disinfected my soundboard.
"Oh my God,
my old mixer. I don't even use it. It's just there. I need to toss it. It's old.
Wow,
old.
it's a lot of.
It's not even analog.
I know that was hard to clean.
I got it clean.
Oh yeah.
But I go in the bedroom. I'm like, Larry.
She didn't care.
Where is her diaper? Because the last time I put a pull up on her, and I put her over in the bed with Larry. I said, "Do not bother Daddy. Daddy don't feel good. He needs to take a nap. He ain't sleep good."
I remember.
So I was like, "Do not bother him. I'm gonna turn on cartoons. You're gonna watch cartoons." And I put the pull up on her.
She took it off.
So I said, "Larry, where's the pull up?" What?
Grown woman, grown woman, independent
I said,
girl things.
I still ain't found it.
Independent girl, and you won't.
She probably put it in the trash, but I still ain't found the pull up.
You'll find it.
Like, why did you come out your pull up, Zipporah?
Because I want to be free. I want to be free.
But why did you come out your pull up?
Because she wanted to feel the wind.
I understand that. But where is it?
She could run fast.
And she ain't got nothing to say. She just, it's my leg. Yeah, it's shit on the back of your ankle.
You got a shankle.
It's shit on my fur. And I ain't getting no support. Kayshana is not supporting me or helping me at all.
I'm sorry.
She's steadily hollering the whole entire time I'm trying to figure out what is going on in my house.
She shit on the floor.
And then I was like, in the meantime, all this is going on. Ragnar ass is like, what y'all doing? What's going on?
And Ragnar
What's
like,
that?
I didn't do
He's
that.
sniffing. Don't touch it. Don't go near the poop. And I can't call Larry because Larry don't feel good. He in the bed. Like,
look at Ragnar. He like, I remember that day. he would probably look at you like, shoot, y'all was worried about me.
Anyway, what was we talking about?
Now
The purpose of today's topic was
she just
was in her.
I thought it was open floor. That sent me.
No, she was up under the desk.
She didn't care what was there.
In her spot.
I respect her. Because she didn't care.
And I was like,
Zipporah didn't give a fuck. She shat
because
on
at first
electronics.
I was like, ma'am, we just had this conversation. You know, when you go sit on the potty now. Then I was like, bitch, how the fuck is shit falling out your pull up? Bitch, you ain't got no goddamn pull up on. Shitting. Where is the pull up? And then it's still happening and you're trying to walk because you realize you're doing something you ain't supposed to be doing. No, stay in one spot, please.
Shitting.
So what we was talking about was, what do you smell like? What vibes do you give off?
Not
and
those.
What is it that you want when somebody walks up on you? What do you want them to smell?
I don't want you to be close enough to smell me. And let you can smell
Girl,
my
we're
walk
talking about
away
the passage from the devotion.
Oh,
Come
wait,
on
yeah,
now.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I said not the literal sense, God damn it. So we're back on the passage.
I don't know. No. You go first.
of what I want to smell like, I want people to get a whiff of.
I'm sorry. Because we was talking about her shitting on the electronics.
Are you
I
done?
was like, no, I will never be done with that. I will never be. That was the most entertaining day of my life. I'm sorry. Well, that is one of them.
Thanks for your support.
No, I do support it. I really respect her. Like, I liked her, but like, I respect her now. Like, it's different. I respect you, Erin. You're a great mother. You handled it very well.
I can't wait for
you can.
a baby dreadlock Kayshana.
You can wait. It's gonna be fine.
I can wait, but I'm gonna be ready for it.
They're gonna take an open shit on the floor, and I'm gonna be sure to take a picture and send it to you.
I'm
so
gonna be ready.
Know.
I will be ready.
I'll just see you. It's just gonna be some shit on the floor. You gonna
damn. You know what? I do have something that's going on through my mind. You know what? We're gonna scrap today's topic of what you smell like because this all has to do with potty training.
Do you remember? Okay, I'm sorry. Just real quick. Remember Uncut? Did you ever watch Uncut?
Yeah.
I was about to say, don't lie and say you didn't. It was the song on there. It was like, I'm trying to kick it tonight.
I don't remember that song, but I did watch Uncut.
So baby, tell me what the things smell like.
Wow.
It was horrible.
Wow.
I didn't make that up. That's somebody's song.
That you remember.
I remember it. That's like and I ain't got no panties on.
I ain't got no panties on. I ain't got no panties on the dance floor.
That's what shit.
I didn't sing and dance to that song. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and scrap today's topic of what you smell like. This is something that's on my mind. And so we're learning body parts and we're potty training.
Woo!
Zipporah first learned private parts. She learned the word private parts for her vagina and butt. And now, like when we were learning arm, eye, nose, we were also, when we got done with the face, we moved south to the arm, leg, private part, that whole region. And so as she got older, like she now knows vagina.
Cool.
And she knows her word of choice is booty. She thinks that's the funniest word in the world. She be sitting there going, booty, 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 booty,
rockin'
booty,
everywhere. Rockin' everywhere. Okay, sorry.
Booty, 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 booty. That's her. But anyway, that's fine. That's the word we use. I was trying to get her to say buttock one day.
Buttock?
What'd I say?
She's not gonna say. Oh, I was saying, is that what
you
said?
Yeah.
She's not gonna say buttock.
But I was just trying to get her to say it one day. But she said booty. But that's fine. So, but we learned vagina and we know booty. And I said I wasn't finna teach my baby play words for those areas.
I think that's wise.
It's private parts. So we went to vagina, then booty, and then your private part. No, your vagina and your booty are, this whole area is a private part. These are your private part areas. But this is a vagina and a booty, and together it's the private parts.
Mm-hmm. So
that's what we know right now, and I'm gonna keep on teaching her real words. But one day, my uncle, Aunt Sweet Pea, and Uncle Mercy were over at the house, and I was like, just that day, I was gonna take it up. I took it up a little further, but we were talking about vagina. I think it was that day. Anyway, we were talking about vagina and booty, and we had that conversation, and I told her, pee-pee comes from your vagina. Because we're sitting on the potty.
Yeah, she's not ready for that. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Pee-pee comes out of your vagina. Poop comes out of your booty. Mm-hmm. That was our first time having that conversation. So I say that to say it didn't stick. So when Sweet Pea came and Mercy came over, and I was like, oh, and Larry was sitting there, and I was like, oh, tell Aunt Sweet Pea and Mercy what we talked about today. I was like, where does what comes from? What did I say? I either said, where does pee-pee come from? I think I said, where does pee-pee come from? And she didn't know the answer because we just talked about it earlier that afternoon. And I was like, pee-pee comes from your vagina. And she was like, vagina, and her 2-year-old.
Vagina!
And her, Gina. And oh my God, Aunt Sweet Pea and Mercy. Oh, no.
What's a different generation?
No. And Mercy was like, Mercy or Aunt Sweet Pea, one of them was like, it's a vajayjay. It's a vajayjay.
You were grown. That's a vagina.
And I was like, vagina? And they were like, no, it's too early. One of them, Both of them were
It's
on
too
some
early
form
to
of-
get into labia.
It's too early,
but not vagina.
vulva. Yeah, it's too early for that. But
urethra, it's too early for that. But vagina, no.
But so I'm like, it's not early. They were like, oh no, it's too early. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, that's the conversation we were having earlier today. That pee pee comes from your vagina and poop comes from your booty. And she was like, yeah, booty, booty, booty. You know, okay. And then I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna wrap up right here. So I was like, I was telling them that Ragnar was also in the bathroom with us. And so I was like, yeah, you know, she was like, Pora has a vagina. I said, yeah, Pora has a vagina. Mommy has a vagina. Yes, Mommy has a vagina. Ragnar has a vagina. I said, well, no, Ragnar has a penis.
Ragnar has balls.
Ragnar has a penis. So
it's a man.
And I said, girls have a vagina, boys have a penis. And that was it. Because that's it.
That's all you really need to know.
That's it right now. And it was day one of that conversation, and we don't have to have that conversation again.
No.
For a little while.
But you just need to be able to identify for safety reasons.
Thank you.
It's super important.
I told Sweet Pea and Mercy and Larry that part of the conversation after we did the whole vagina. I was like, yeah, well, we were in the bathroom, we were talking, and she was like, oh, this is, and I got to the part where I said, no, Ragnar has a penis. Oh, no, it's too early for that. It's too early for that. And I'm just like,
no,
it's a body
being
part.
able to identify, because there's a lot of stuff that happens,
it's
and when it comes
part,
to children testifying and things, they're not able to properly identify things, and sometimes things are not able to be handled the way they should be because of the child's lack of knowledge in that way. And then also, we don't want to build up a taboo around your body.
Absolutely not.
There's nothing
I want
wrong
my
with your
baby
body, any part of your body, or there's nothing
to talk
at
to
all.
me.
Yeah, we don't want to build that. I think you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you. I really do appreciate that.
But
awesome. I'm like, hell yeah. It's private parts.
You don't really need shame
However,
around your body.
It's a vagina.
It's not shame. It's protection. And that's also a difference.
Exactly.
You definitely don't want to sit up in your shame.
I want her to be like,
a little black girl, we got enough of that.
Tell me what happened to, something happened to your vagina? Your vagina hurts? I'm not even going to ask her. Tell me what happened. And I'm wanting her to tell me.
To tell you and also be comfortable.
Exactly.
Especially like when she gets a little bit older and starts taking on some of her own hygiene things. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what it is about little girls. They always like get soap in there and then burns.
Well, we don't know because it's an internal organ.
Yeah, it's
easy to. You have to learn how to clean and rinse and stuff. It's an internal thing.
You want her to be able to be comfortable coming to her mother, with things,
and even her dad.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. You can talk to daddy. I called her in the bathroom the other day. I was like, tell daddy what you just told me, like what's going on or whatever. And she had to pull up on like the whole night, and she was just a little irritated or whatever. But I was just like, daddy, come here. And she was like, she didn't want to tell daddy.
Well, let's not start that.
Right.
And
she didn't want to. And I was like, well, no. I said, let's just talk to
him.
daddy. Let's talk to daddy. You got an itch right here, whatever. And I was like, let's talk to
tell
daddy.
Him.
And I was like, well, tell daddy where you're bothered at or what's going on or whatever. And so like I was hugging her and I was holding on to her, and either I let her to say it, or anyway, she ended up saying it, and he was talking to her. But like, I want her to be comfortable.
The safe space.
Talking to us about what's going on with her private parts, whether it's her booty or vagina. Like, I want her to be able to talk to us and tell what's going on. And
because
it's crazy at 2.5 that she was like, I don't want to tell daddy about like her vagina, whatever was going on, whatever. She's like, I don't want to tell him. I'm like, well.
Like, no, we don't want to start that. Let's create that. Y'all are a safe space as a unit and separately. And I think that's beautiful that
one last thing before I let you go, because I know you got things to do. When I was cleaning her the other day, I gave her a bath, and then like I was cleaning her nose, and for whatever reason, I was putting her panties on when she was still laying down. So I actually saw like inside of her, and like it was some, like she might have had still like some tissue in there, because I just gave her like a really quick wash up bath, not no real dunk in there and soak. So I was like, oh, I need to make sure like I kind of wipe in her vagina and stuff like that before I put her in the tub, just in case like I miss or whatever. So anyway, but when I was trying to wipe in there, she was like, don't touch it. She said that. She said, don't touch it. And I was like, oh, mommy. Right. I was like, oh, I said, baby, mommy's just trying to clean to make sure everything is clean down there. And she was like, okay. And I was like, oh, my girl.
And then she had a boundary and you respected it and you explained, you educated, and then she.
Yes, I was so happy.
That was awesome.
Girl.
That was like a whole thing.
It was. I'm like,
a whole thing.
Right, bitch. You better tell me not to touch your vagina. If you don't want me to touch it, you tell me. I'm going to let you know what I'm trying to do so you know what's happening. Because even at 2.5, I feel like I need to explain things to you.
You don't want people just doing stuff. And, I don't know. Maybe you didn't experience this in childhood, but I know with a lot of Black childhood things, it's like a thing in our culture, I guess. Like, we don't really explain shit to kids. We do not. It's like a rule or something, just there wasn't a lot.
Some things it is like, I'm telling you to do this, I don't need all the questions.
But things
like other times,
things like happen to you as kids. Like, you weren't really involved in like knowing what was going on or the decision making process, which I can understand the decision making process. Right. Things, but like, it was so much things happening to you that can kind of lead to you being a little more passive in adulthood and not feeling like you can put up certain boundaries. And you're just like, oh, it's just another thing happening to me. I've seen that. Oh, my
God. I've said that so many
times. I know that's, like, deep, but, like,
I've said before, there's been a reoccurring thing.
Of stuff happening to you.
And I'm like, and I said, like, when I lost my mom when I was pregnant, I said, why does this keep happening to me?
You didn't. You just had.
Well, I say that. I say that, but yeah, like, I say, why does this keep happening to me? But it's rooted in some other stuff.
Also, your girl got a new therapist. I don't know.
Oh, awesome. I need to get one.
Black woman.
That's amazing.
She's awesome.
Okay. But that's all I got. Kashana has things to do, and I do too. Like, I'm going to be vendoring at the Strauss Theater this weekend, so I need to make some more crowns for inventory so I can take it there.
Y'all go see the show. It is up at Master Museum.
Oh, my God. It's amazing.
It shouldn't be revolutionary.
Right.
And Master Museum is up until August 5th. Also, you are looking at the Region 8 Artist of the Year.
Okay, so the Northeast Louisiana Artist of the Year. You see her.
Visual Artist.
Visual Artist of the Year. Okay.
Visual Artist. So
the creative folk are here. That's why we started Black Creative Circle of North Louisiana, because the creative folk are here. And I'm not saying she got that award because of our organization, but we are helping and linking other Black creatives that don't have the platform that Kayshana has created for herself, but we can get you seen and visible and get you to places where you need to be, because the folks are here and we are now being recognized. You know what I'm saying?
Booyaka.
That's all I got. Hit us up on all the socials. And tell a friend. Share the show.
Happy Pride.
Yes. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Bye.
Bye.
That was fun.
It was fun.